Okay, so it's day 2. I haven't been able to get on here and vlog at all today. It's been a really busy day. I actually haven't stopped moving since I got up this morning about 5:30 or 6 o'clock. Had a couple different things that I had to get done all day, and then we were trying to get caught up on our leaf removal this afternoon before it snows tomorrow. So I'm in the gym right now for a training session. I worked out this morning on my own and did some abs and some cardio, but now it is time to train one of my clients, who's actually my brother, and we're going to get a good training session in, and I'll try to film some of that for you, and you can see some of that. So he's warming up right now. I always tell people that you probably should warm up 5 to 10 minutes before you do any kind of body weight or strength training exercises. And you also want to always make sure that you stretch out well. You know, you're less susceptible to injury when you actually warm your body up properly, and then cool it down as well. Okay, so I've got him doing squats right now. He's doing 10 of these. He wants to keep his shoulders back, his head neutral, and then as he squats, it's almost as if he's sitting in a chair. His feet are shoulder width apart, and he's trying to sit in a chair, keeping everything very loose as he goes. And he's doing, well, he was doing 10 of these. I think he's done more now.
How many am I supposed to do?
Just 10. Okay, so he's doing another set of the same 10 squats. This will make up the second round of this set, and then he will repeat this one more time. And he's resting about 30 seconds to a minute in between each round. Okay, so now I'm having him do lunges, and he's actually starting here, and then he's going to move to the other side of the gym. He's keeping his head neutral, his back straight, and then he puts just one foot in front of the other and lunges out. No, go back now. And then he's going back. Now this completes one set. I've now got him doing 10 push-ups. This is going to be in 3 sets as well. 3 sets of 10. And between each set, he will rest for about a minute. On this variation, he's put his hands closer together instead of putting them shoulder width apart. It just works different muscles. Makes it a little more difficult as well. This is the elbow plank. He's on his elbows here. His back is straight, everything's in line, and he's on his toes. His knees and all of his legs are off the ground. And his stomach is off the ground here. And he's holding this for 30 seconds. He's going to do 3 sets of this. The first one is 30 seconds. The second one will be 45 seconds. And the last one will be a minute. He's doing his crunches now. Do 3 sets of 10 of these. Don't use momentum. If you find yourself where you're just swinging, you're going to slow each rep down. Ready? And go.
I'm surprised he came out and matched the face of me yet. That's pretty great.
He is doing ball slams for 30 seconds. Put it way above your head, slam it down as hard as you can, and then squat down to pick it up. And this one has been 3 sets as well. And stop. How you feeling? It is day 3 and it is snowing. We've gotten about probably about an inch of snow so far, and I'm actually doing snow removal right now. So we're salting the sidewalks and the entrances, and then scraping anything. So here's what it looks like outside. Alright guys, we've done all of our snow removal and we made it to the gym. Actually, I'm going to do a leg day. Our last snow removal place was right around the corner from the gym, so we decided to come on over here, and the roads aren't too bad, so we're going to go ahead and get our workout in for the day and then head back home for the rest of the day. Okay, so it is day 12 of my challenge. It's Friday, January 19th. Yesterday I had a pretty bad RA flare, and so I really didn't do anything. We finished up all of our snow removal on the 17th. And then they went back out yesterday, but I did not go. I just kind of took a rest day yesterday. I did make some soup last night, some chicken tortellini soup. But other than that, I just had a rheumatoid flare. And it was just a rest day. Watched a movie last night, and I rested a lot, slept a lot. There's sometimes that just trying to overdo too many things, or the weather or stress or whatever, it all plays a factor in when I have a flare-up. And so yesterday, with everything that was going on and the snow and everything, I think that's really what did me in. So it was just a rest day. Today's been an easy day. I got back from the gym a little while ago. Did some really easy stuff. I was going to film the workout, but there were a lot of people in there, and kind of just kept feeling like I was in the way. And it was really hard to film with that many people, so I didn't film anything. But we did get a arms and shoulders workout in. Got a little bit of work to do on the computer. I worked on a little bit on it this morning. And then I've got a meeting this evening. So I guess I'm gonna finish up a few things here and then get ready to go meet somebody. And then, not sure, maybe another movie night. Still trying to take it pretty easy. It's the small joints this time that are really bothering me, like my hands, my knuckles, my wrists, and my feet. They're a lot better than they were yesterday, and I really haven't had any problems with them today, but I don't want to push it. I don't want to overdo it. So I've got a lot of things I've got to do tomorrow. I've got a meeting in Charlotte at 3. And I've got to make a grocery list, and I've got to go to the grocery store for the week, so that's going to take a bit of time and be on my feet a lot. So I'm going to just do a lot of relaxing tonight, a lot of movie watching, maybe some dinner cooking. Other than that, I guess that's about it for me today. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks. For anybody who doesn't know what rheumatoid disease is, I have an article on my blog that tells a little bit about my story with it and everything, and I will link it in the description bar. But basically, it's where your body sees your joints as kind of like they're an illness. Like when you get sick, your body fights off that sickness. And when you have rheumatoid disease, your body thinks that joints and organs and stuff like that are bad, and they're an illness, and they try to fight those off. There is no cure for it, but it is you can slow the progression, and that's where you have medications. I take an IV infusion medication every 4 months currently. Hopefully at some point I can space it out a little bit, but I take an IV infusion every 4 months. I take a medication every week, and then I have one that I take every day actually. And that just tries to slow the progression of the disease and prevent the swelling and all the inflammation and the deformities that can go along with it. Luckily, mine was caught early enough that we were able to minimize the damage. I do have some damage in my hands and in my wrists, but for the most part, the rest of my body has very little to no damage. But some people are not as lucky as I am. Some people have a lot more damage. Some people can't get theirs under control as much. I've been working over the last probably year to get mine under control a little bit more than what it was. For about 6 months into 2016 and into the beginning of 2017, there was not a lot of control to mine. I was always in a flare-up. There would be days that it was a little more minimal than others, but there were a lot of days that I was flared. And there are other days when you have a flare that you can't do simple things like take a shower. It's too difficult to try to get in the shower and wash your hair and dry off and get dressed, and it takes a lot of energy, and it takes almost all the energy you have for your entire day just to take like a shower. There have been times that I've needed help to get out of the bed because I wasn't able to get out of the bed by myself. There have been times you can't pick up something as simple as a phone or a laptop because it just is so painful to be able to do so. And so luckily, right now, my flares are not that bad. They're quite a bit more minimal than that. But it still takes a lot of energy to do a lot of things when there is a flare. And some things are just easier than other things. It also takes a lot of energy if you have a flare, regardless of the degree of flare. You're just really, really tired all the time because your body's constantly working. It doesn't ever rest. It's also hard to sleep when you have a flare because anything that you lay on, it hurts. All your joints hurt. Any joint that's in your body, including your back, including the bones in your ear, including your jaw, any of those things can actually hurt. And so to lay on them is really hard. And so it's sometimes really difficult to get comfortable and go to sleep at night, which doesn't help with the tiredness. And then there's other times you really don't feel like eating because you're so tired. You don't really feel like eating. You don't feel like trying to find something in the kitchen. You don't feel like fixing anything. And so that adds to it even more. But that's kind of just a little bit of a gist of it. It can also affect the organs in your body and create inflammation in those that you need to keep minimized. I take a fish oil supplement and a joint supplement, both to try to combat some of those inflammations, along with the prescription medications. So that's a little bit of the gist of it, and just kind of want to go through that for anybody that doesn't know what it is. I'll also link a couple articles at the bottom if you care to read any more on it, or and then of course I will link my blog post on it and a little bit about my journey and how it's all panned out. And so I think that's it. First of all, I just ate that Snickers and it was absolutely delicious. And second of all, this kitty right here does not want to move at all. And when I called her name, she took her face like that. So I'm going to be on my knees while I work on this over here because she will get out of my chair. Well then, kitty, well played. And enjoy my Snickers that is now